Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try and run it. And here's the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the Horned Frogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down? Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. And there's the handoff. And Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. Well, give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs here. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw. Got space looking for the end zone here. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Hokies line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And the defense wraps him up.
You know, in the RPO game, he's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback Great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The pass rush closing in. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. The Horned Frogs looking to cash in the red zone. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They're going to run it. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards to keep this drive alive.
First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Direct snap to the back. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain... always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Hokies are on the move here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Hokies will send the punt team onto the field. And this is off the side of the foot. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. TCU offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the left side. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Tries to get it to the running back, but they can't make the connection. Falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had plenty of time, but ultimately just couldn't take advantage of it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. He's got room, looking for the end zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Chris, what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of every...
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They got off to a slow start, but they had been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
He's escaping the pocket now, and he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And they've got the returner corralled. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
That's an important first down on that running play. The back's got it again. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. I know you go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Offense is back out on the field. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here. they'll run it out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. On the run, it's Johnson. The Horned Frogs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yards to move the sticks. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's caught. It's Jones. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Now it's second down here. They'll try the option play here. Powers through. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of light from this offense.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense. But they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
And the Hokies lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw yet again. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense takes the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down after that running play. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, TCU.
Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And that is another delay of game penalty on this drive. Have you ever seen this? What is going on? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Horned Frogs will send their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team downs the ball right there. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to throw it on first down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.